Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history enthusiasts. In today's video, we'll explore the fascinating story of the United States of America 1 dime 1994 with D mint mark, a small yet meaningful coin that carries decades of history, craftsmanship, and American pride. Even in rusty condition, this coin represents an era of enduring design and strong symbolism that continues to connect collectors with the nation's rich numismatic past. The Roosevelt dime has a long and honorable history that began in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This dime was introduced as a tribute to him, honoring his leadership during one of the most difficult periods in American history, the Great Depression and World War II. His face on the dime symbolizes courage, unity, and hope, values that still resonate with Americans today. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the iconic profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left. Around his portrait are the inscriptions, "Liberty," "In God We Trust," the year 1994, and a small D mint mark located just above the date, indicating that it was minted in Denver. Even if the coin has developed a rusty or tarnished surface, these markings often remain visible, standing as a reminder of the coin's authenticity and origin. Turning to the reverse side, you'll notice the beautiful and meaningful design that has graced the dime for decades. In the center stands a torch, representing liberty and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, representing strength and independence. Together, these elements embody the essence of the United States, a nation built on freedom, peace, and resilience. The inscriptions on the reverse, United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 1 dime, are timeless reminders of the country's values and unity. E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, reflects the idea that America's strength comes from its diversity and collective spirit. The 1994 D. Roosevelt dime was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the most productive and precise mints in the country. Millions of these coins were struck that year, ensuring they circulated widely across the United States. Although it's considered a common coin, its history and design make it a beloved piece for collectors who appreciate its artistic and historical value. This coin is made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. This combination gives the dime its silver-like appearance, though it lacks the intrinsic silver content of pre-1965 dimes. Over time, exposure to air, moisture, and handling can cause oxidation, resulting in the rusty or tarnished appearance that we often see on circulated coins like this one. The rusty condition of your 1994 D dime doesn't necessarily reduce its charm. In fact, for many collectors, a worn or aged coin tells a richer story. It shows that the coin has lived a life, passed through countless hands, perhaps spent in shops, saved in jars, or even carried in pockets for years. Each mark and discoloration adds to its personal history. When it comes to value, most circulated 1994 D dimes retain their face value of 10 cents. However, uncirculated examples or those with unique mint errors can fetch higher prices in the collector's market. Coins with double die errors, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws are especially desirable to numismatists who hunt for these rare imperfections. Even in rusty condition, this dime has educational and historical worth. It allows us to understand how materials react over time and how coins can survive for decades in various environments. The patina that forms on a rusty dime is a natural process that gives the coin an antique feel, one that connects us directly to the past. The Roosevelt dime design has remained largely unchanged for nearly 80 years, which speaks to its lasting appeal and the nation's continued respect for Roosevelt's legacy. His contributions to American society, including the establishment of the March of Dimes Foundation, directly link his name and image to this coin's ongoing relevance. Coins like the 1994 D dime serve as more than just currency. They are miniature pieces of art that reflect the values, history, and craftsmanship of the era they were produced in. The attention to detail, even on a small coin like this, shows the dedication of the U.S. Mint to maintaining consistency and quality in every issue. The Denver Mint, represented by the D mark, has long been a major player in producing circulating coins for the nation. Founded in 1906, it has a proud history of precision and reliability, ensuring that American coins meet exacting standards both in design and durability. The 1994 D dime is a testament to that tradition. If you have this coin in your collection, rusty or not, it's worth preserving. Avoid cleaning it with chemicals or abrasive materials, as that can strip away its natural surface and diminish its collector value. Instead, Store it in a dry environment or a protective holder to prevent further corrosion. While this dime might not make you rich overnight, it's a meaningful piece of U.S. coinage that embodies the spirit of everyday America. It represents not only economic stability but also a historical continuity that connects generations through a small, circular piece of metal. Collectors often find beauty in the imperfection of circulated coins. Each tiny scratch or rusty patch can spark curiosity. Where has this coin been? What stories could it tell? That's what makes numismatics so fascinating. It's not just about money, but about history, legacy, and art. So, if you come across a 1994 Roosevelt dime in rusty or circulated condition, don't overlook it. Take a moment to appreciate its journey, the craftsmanship it represents, and the historical value it holds. It's a humble reminder that even the smallest coin can have the biggest story.